boyz. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 15 of our Wurzzag the Great Green Prophet campaign. In today's episode, we have come on over with Wurzzag himself for a duel against the High King, Thorgrim Grudgebearer himself, Wurzzag's finest High King for quite some time. He has himself a whole heap of really elite allies here, a bunch of hammerers, which are kind of his specific special unit. You give him Guardian for all heroes and lords in the area. So we've got Iron Drakes, Thunderers, Cannons, and a couple Gyrocopters, which we actually are not going to have the counter for until our Goblin Archers and such come on in with the Wa reinforcing army. This should be quite a catastrophic battle here for Wurzzag. We are going to lose heaps and heaps of goblins as we're going to send them in first, and then let these savage boys sweep in from the sides and annihilate whoever is left. To give us a Pyrrhic victory with high casualties, we are definitely going to be having a ton of casualties here against Thorgrim, but that's all going to be going to our goblins, as it should. They're great at catching errors with their heads. Let's dive on in. Alright then, we have quite a large bit of field to cover, and they're all kind of on this side here. What we are going to do then is we're going to start deployment. We will get set up with our infantry. Fighting them all out on the open field is a bit dangerous, but we can send most of our cavalry around the sides there through kind of this shallow water, which the Dawi would not be able to move through, or at least our infantry would be struggling through. Let's send the goblins up one side, and we can send the savage orcs up the other. Let's go ahead and we'll grab the missile-resistant boys, where the front line is going to initiate from, so bump that over twice, just to spread the boys out. Not all getting focused down by a single volley. Since we have a whole heap of just infantry, we're going to grab the biggins with clubs for the smashing on in. We're going to keep everyone kind of together to start, spread them out as the battle gets going. At least that's the intention. Clubs on the side here. We'll have a unit of biggins. I'll have the biggins just filling the gaps in. I really grab the club boys. The regular biggins. Regular biggins in the center, and we'll have the swamp things as well, smashing through in the center, as they are going to be dropping enemy attack as they smell like death. Let's see, let's grab the boys and get them all in their individual groups. We'll have Wurzzag and the cavalry set up over here. Rocket mobs up front. And the others alongside. We'll do the swamp things where they're at. We'll have the other trolls here. I want them to be on the flank. As on the flank as we can get those trolls. Perfect. Beautiful. We've got 2 minutes before our reinforcing army arrives, and it's mostly full of just kind of generic boys. There is one unit of Grockamob level cavalry in there, which can be fantastic. We'll have the rest of our boys over here then. Have them file in as reserve troops. This is it. Beautiful. And then Greg, or Larry. Old Larry. Come on over and we will start this battle off. We will of course begin by sending Wurzzag over as a absolute nuisance. Wurzzag, get your butt moving. Let's get the other orc boys here all spread out how we want. So send the trolls real wide. You two boys off to the sides there. Even if it's slightly behind the trolls, that works for me. Sheer amount of club troops we have is just fantastic. And then these two can get moving off to the side a little bit more. Back them up. Perfect. Alright, Wurzzag, let's move a little bit more towards... We're going to be dodging cannon shots otherwise. Go ahead, Vindictive Glare. Actually, at the cannons. It's too far away. Days of Orc at the cannons. Yes. Good. Do it, Wurzzag. See how much damage we get for science. I mean, that was almost perfect, and it did 9-0. We're not going to be trying that anymore. It even got them from the side as they tried to avoid it. Throwing dud firecrackers at them. They're using the bluff to hide as well. Very clever. We're taking a bit of damage to himself. He'll heal that up, no problem, but damage we don't need, so let's not be overcasting anymore if we can help it. No reason to be. Well, they're sitting him directly after him. A bold strategy. He can defend himself. Let's see if we actually get any hits. They are moving sideways. Oh, we got two hits. Fair damage for 2 hits. Let's see what a single gaze of Mork does. Blasting science at them. Nothing else to do till the reinforcements arrive. We got 16 seconds. And yoink. Oh, the 2 hit. Really unfortunate. Missing out on a lot of damage there. They do a lot of wiggling in the air. Gaze of Mork is quite interesting. Alright, here come our reinforcements. You boys shifted off to the side. Speaking of shifting. Come over here to the watery area. Looks like Thorgrim is going to just be moving after our main body force, which is pretty smart. We'll keep moving Wurzzag. Hoping we can get the attention of the others. Since they can't actually defend themselves from the gyrocopters, we're going to have to pull them back. Go ahead and blast a Gaze of Mork at them. Don't mind. No, the overcasting is foolish. Single cast, blast it. We'll grab the normal orc boys, set them up. As they move into units, it's hard. They're grabbing ones that I'm not asking for. Like so. Quickly. Oh yeah, that's gonna be free kills of those gyrocopters. We need our those more center. Do not let them drop bombs. Wurzzag, you keep on fleeing as well. A bit unfortunate, but we have our archers to deal with that. We're not going to put them in any kind of stance, just keep them nearby. Wurzzag, actually Brain Burst is going to work pretty well on these fools. Let's see. I know they're Dawi, but let's find out. Again for science. They're Dawi without armor, so that's fair damage. Huge blob of lads over here. Let's not get caught. We're gonna get shot at by all these guns for free already. Bring the mobs around. You three come up and start blasting at these gyrocopters as well. So we'll put you all in a group. Orcs all in a group. Where's that? Run. Dude, that was another really close call. We can't keep having those. You give me a heart attack. Go for another Brain Burst though, they're pretty cheap. Yeah, we're about to lose a lot of gabos as they bomb them. Dive on into the back line there. I'd like to see some blood as well. No, they're gonna go after our cavalry. No, thank you. Pushing the boys up. We can leave the savage boys back until we really need to bring them on in. We're moving pretty quick. We can drop down to the foot of Gort before we keep going too far. On all these lads that are moving on in. You dive into this group. That deadly onslaught going. Probably a bad call for that foot of Gort. Let's try to get a bit closer before we call the shots. I'd say right here works. I'm gonna dive in and do a ton of damage. I'm gonna activate both of them. Send Wurzzag back to the other cannons there. And then we'll have the Savage Orcs kind of rotate around just to envelop. Fuck you boys, keep chasing them around. Alright, throw yourselves into combat. Split up, please. Pull you away from the hammerers. Wurzzag probably can't be fighting with against the Thane. Let's pull him away from that. No overcast on the Brain Burster. go ahead and dive on in here. We can stop this thing from chasing him at the very least. Ooh, flamethrowers. Those are fun. Said nobody ever on our team. Alright, Savage Boys. Locked up. Charge on in. It is war time. The Warriors flee Ravens. No. It's understandable. Guys go through. Both of you avoid Thorgrim for now. Let him keep waddling all over the map like a big dumb. That's unfortunate. They've got several lines there. Let's go for the Quarrelers. Some of you boys aren't given very good attack targets, so I will help out. We shall fix that for you. Don't you worry. Like, we don't need 2 units overwhelming a single. Go this direction. Smash in here. Perfect. Go ahead and envelop the Thane. Come on back. And then you guys can just go around once more here. From there, after the cannons. Perfect. Wurzzag. Let's go for it. Here we go. We get the boys to rip through them a little bit faster. These guys are having some problems anyway.
Our boys, moving fast.
Stick is ready.
Stick is ready. Go for the brain burst. Really rather have the foot of Gorg. Get some trolls moving through the lines here, so you guys use your math to get through and in on hammerers there. Time to wall once more. Perfect. Wurzzag destroyed that Master Engineer. Cannons got bonked. Let's go ahead and move in. Help out with the next group. These poor Dawi are so slow. You don't even really, you can basically choose your fights 100%. Fully surrounded here in the center. It's but a matter of time. Smash him good. We nearly had to fight for him. Just dealt with his boys. Granted, now they're all going to throw themselves in over here, which is fair. But dive in to battle against those hammerers, everyone at once. Impressed with the will to keep battling. Can't lie. Run those hammerers right over. Wurzzag, come on back over here. We need to drop down the FG to get on Thorgrim.
Choppers ready. Choppers in.
Although their leadership might be about to break. As he kind of waddles through our line in his mobility scooter. Seems like it'd be hard to battle, carrying around a giant throne. I guess that's why they're the best. Beautiful. We win the battle pretty easily here, and since it is a settlement garrison, we don't even have to continue to battle it. Poor Dawi. Alright, they call it a close victory, but that is just because we lost a good majority of the Gabos that were following us around. It was a almost dead-on the losses there, but it didn't quite matter because of the pure expendableness of the ones that we lost. We'll take the loot and occupy Bragwazbag for a bit of replenishment. We gain the Grudge Killer. More research rate, and then less construction costs for buildings in the local province. What to use to pad my mattress? I know, finest dwarf beard. Gross. Absolutely do not want that. Imagine trying to put it to sleep. Some, oh, we lost our wall.
Great green prophet.
Oh, man. I'm thinking that's because we lost the captain of the Wa itself. Once he goes away, the Wa goes away, so we'll have to keep a better, closer eye on him. Mob boss for the upkeep reduction. I think that's probably the call. Just because we need to start helping out our income a bit. For Larry. Larry boy, we'll give you... I guess we can start working on your melee defense now.
Head butter mark.
Say Ed Butt of Mork. Go try it. We'll go for the final point into Soul Blight. The faster we get towards some of these upgraded higher tier spells, the better. Juna or the Purple Sun are both fantastic. Oh, we do have a bit of innate spell resistance, but I don't think it'll help them that much. Luckily, though, also Wurzzag being almost full health allows us to deal with Balthazar very well. All sorts of enemies around, which is great. We are going to actually just auto-resolve the Battle of Carrot Gate Peaks here. All we would lose is going to be one of the raiders, and that's still more storm vermin than I'm willing to fight in a siege. Awesome, mate. Set them straight back to packing. We can loot and occupy for 13,000. Just drops Carrot Gate Peaks a bit. Let's do it. Where it works. Gate Peaks has been secured. Back down to tier 3, we've got the Squig Cages. It's going to allow us to get the Squig Herd, Colossal Squig, and the Armored Colossal Squig if we have the Goblin Tinkerer bench, which we do not. With the Boar Sty over here. I'm going to go ahead and destroy the Boar Sty, and Boss's Shack allows us to get a Goblin Big Boss, which I don't know that we need. Helps with control, though. Go ahead and tear that building out as well. We'll repair. I'll leave in the Squig Cages because it's amusing. We've already got a couple Squigs in here, and I'm tempted to throw out the Forest Goblins for more armor-piercing fast boys. We could get a Colossal Squig, too, which would be mighty amusing. Armor-piercing anti-infantry. He does Rampage. Well, the armored one does, too. So expensive. We may just go for some more Night Goblin Squig Hoppers. Fairly decent. They do the damage you need. Don't quite have the charge bonus of Orc Boar Boys, though, so we may be just trading them out for Boar Boys. We already have the Speedy Cav. Tough call. The Wolf Riders we definitely don't need, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of them right away. And trade them out for Squig Herd and the Night Gobos. Besides just being way cheaper on the Squig Herd. I may just grab these guys because they're cheap. Just get rid of these Forest Gobos. Chuck in a bunch of cheap Squig Herd. They do Rampage, but we're just going to keep that in mind. They're basically just wall point builders. Armor-piercing wall point builders. Point the missile correctly. Now let's grab Greg. Or Speed.
I'll crush them all!
Rognock. I'm thinking we should probably unlock Here We Go for you. It's very pricey. Actually, no, it's not. For the additional melee attack, it's better than the Horn of Corn, I believe.
Start the war!
Now we've got Carrot Gate Peaks and Black Crag under our control. Excellent. Now we must keep it that way.
This is my land.
With Mechanic Gear sitting right here, I am almost positive they've got someone hanging out in Crooked Fang Fort. But I would like to attack the fort very soon with Icky's army here.
No,
Getting ambushed, though, by several rats is going to be a bad time. Although this is an army that has no archers in it, being ambushed does not mean quite as much. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll be a bit aggressive. Let's dive to this position to stop any kind of retreating. So that is pucker factor right there. Alright, back up to the north. Ractic Spiderclaw versus Dark Karaz. I am going to fight this one as everyone in the north here against Dolly. I want to be in proper fighting condition, and we can kind of launch these Hammer of Gork rocks very selectively to take down the gyrocopter and hopefully suss out the Rangers before they're able to get in and do too much damage. Dive on in. Alright. So all the reinforcements are coming in from the same position. Got two quarrelers. Oh, so the garrison army is here, and then there's more behind. That makes sense. No, there's one unit of Rangers hiding out over here somewhere. These two quarrelers are an issue, but we've got the Squig Hoppers to deal with that, and we've got the Hammer of Gork as well, so let's go ahead and set up. It's a good idea to set up center here, because they'll have to move through the water. Pull them on down. Set the Hammer up on this side. We've got the nice kind of bluff here to set up some archers or some spearmen. Let's do the nasty Skulkers, though. Here, and then I'm going to throw another unit well over this side. here. Camp support here. And then we'll have the archers going to set up alongside. We may push them into the water, because I don't care so much if our goblins make it. Slow the enemy down. That's all I really am here for. Into troll hags, we're going to bring them over to do some spirit leeching on the enemy gyrocopters, though. Bring the chariots with them. Ragnarok. Just the sheer number of summons we have with this guy is pretty staggering. Boys up. You in guard mode. Actually, we won't put you in melee. Several times. River trolls with the archers.
We's better than them.
Yeah.
Up the spells.
Got me spells. These two are hiding for some reason. This is going to be an easy battle, just you wait.
The lads are ready.
Oh, let's hope they are. That'll begin. Okay, so you guys move on up and be a nuisance.
Moving fast.
I'm sure we are going to awaken the ire of the Rangers very soon as well. Spear leech on the gyrocopters. It's just a little bit of damage. They are single entities, so they take more damage than your average soldier will. Don't need you guys to get too close. These river troll hags have not. The overcast version is fairly expensive, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, there's the Rangers. They've been spotted now. We're gonna keep them busy. Realize we kept the forward squig hoppers on the other side too. Bring them up. Logie bogies. Likely to use you to bring down those Rangers. Go for now the breath is. I think the breath attack would be a little bit too far range. 60 meters. Can't hit aerial targets. So let's go ahead and pull them on back. Alright, we'll have you know where they're hitting the gyrocopters. We'll have them kind of start moving up and going after the coral teams. Good job there, Wolf Chariots. You come on back, go for the Spear Leech. I'm pretty sure we got Rangers nearby here. We just gotta actually reveal them. Aim in range of the Spirit Leech. Taking damage for that one regardless of what you want. Rocks incoming. Sitting still allowed them to take some pretty sizable damage in return there. We know the Rangers are nearby. Let's not send you to melee. That'd be big foolish. Drop this one on down. We'll go for one more Spirit Leech here on these things. Good old gyrocopter bullying. Last part, some coral teams. You flee on away. Logie Bogies definitely doesn't need to be fighting against giant slayers. Retreat a bit. We'll go for the don't even try it. Slow them down and actually throw in the erect rocks at them. That have poisonous spiders. Do them good. Rockets and bombs. That spider could get ripped to shreds. They found our nasty skeletors. We thought they'd stay invisible, but they did not. Giant slayers got them caught. So that's the Ranger team. Ah, we found them. We found them.
All in one.
He's getting destroyed. Did not mean to leave you into combat with them.
Fire.
We fighting people. Fighters didn't make it. Dive on in.
Shifting. Goblins.
Gotta send the trolls past. Keep obliterating those units. You guys turn, we'll have the trolls come through. Archers go after the giant slayers. Sounds fantastic. Boogie Boogies start dealing with the archers.
Right Simon.
Arachnic. 4 spiders. If you get more spiders, Arachnarod, go find that lord and give him a hug.
Scabbards ready. Nasty scalpers. Let mine. Gonna
All of our Gallo archers have been firing on these giant slayers up front.
scabbard.
Spiders off to the side there. I think we gotta know why yet, but
Right.
melee attack for these armored squig hops. Put you guys on through. River Troll Hag dive into the miners there.
Razor splatter.
Come on back. We're helping out with some of these units that are a bit closer. We can have the trolls do their thing and move in.
Running. Let's scrap.
Slayers, that's why they made it over so quickly. Don't even try it on the Slayers.
Moving fast.
Skulkers up to cause some problems. Spirit Leech. Oh, it's wall time. It didn't shout it at me, so I had no clue.
Moving fast.
Or the spiders, they're Slayers. Likely you can handle it. Figured we would give you a challenge, though. I should have moved that over just a little bit. Destroy them. You come on in here and don't help out with the Slayers. We'll bring all of these archers over to help out with the Slayers. We can use some spiders to do the same.
Shifting. You saw. Right, Simon. Moving fast. Spell scan. He's better than them.
We better than them.
Running. Gonna kill him. Running.
Alright, the Dwarf Lord's gone. Now we have to deal with these Slayers. They are going to fight to the bitter end. Get the Skulkers away. We'll slow them down. Get you nuisance there. We can hunt down the rest of them as it goes. Now they're Slayers, but they itch. Pull the Squig Hoppers away. Don't mind the spiders getting taken out. Slayers they were, the oath has been taken, and Grimneo awaits. Perfect, another settlement falls to the Greenskins. Well, Griswold Smallpeak has been slain by Arachnic. The way. I will go ahead and take this back the old-fashioned way by bonking everyone and taking the things. 7,000 gold is what we need. We're really low on income. I guess as the kind of like with Chaos and Norska, you were at a negative for the most part. On Norska, you have all the ports.
I'm special.
Special. Go ahead and grab Goblin Tide, so all of our Goblins will have 15 more armor and 6 more melee attack, which will go great with the rest of our Goblin assistances.
This magic magic is
or
real.
heaven. They just go for a Curse of the Bad Moon, just for a bit of a vortex. It's no good against normal units, but it's more for that nasty curse debuff. 24 melee defense drop and then 30 armor is really starting to like this a little bit more. Although that can go for my team as well if I'm not paying attention. Good to kind of use in advance as they're charging on in, I'd say. Doc Raz, let's grab the piles of shiny stuff all over. Let's grab the idols here. Buildings can repair themselves. I'm not here to repair any of the buildings.
Now's the time.
Raz got Squigs coming on in if he's ready to fight.
This is my land.
Alright, doing alright.
The tribe's ready.
Like, get some more forest gobos on in. I don't think the Death Reapers are able to come back just yet. We don't have any forest gobbo recruiting available. Get some colossal squigs. I'm just not waiting for that many turns. That'd be ridiculous. Good call to wait. Keep the area defended. Probably retreat back a bit and grab some forest goblins from Ikrin's area. We have none have that built up just yet. Did I sacrifice the Bitterstone Mine again? I think we might. It doesn't get us all the way up to the Black Orcs, but it does get us up into Night Goblins with spears. Get us into our Hill Goblins. We do. Which are fairly decent as far as goblins go. Also allow us to get more big bosses. Let's go for it. We have not a lot else to spend our 37,000 gold on just yet. Repairing anything and getting ROR units is just not the call. Could recruit in another army. Get an Oglock once more here. It's going to get our income into a pretty crazy high spot. Would allow us to really drop the hammer on our enemies around here, though. Start pushing people back proper. Let's do it. We'll bring Oglock on in. And, see our income just start draining away. So he actually is not... Let's see, I'm going to just double check his stats. The Orbital is for all of the Savage Orcs and Normal Orcs as well. So just more melee attack, speed, charge, bonus, and armor. So what we will want to do is recruit a bunch of Normal Orc boys. He doesn't even get the buffs of the Biggins, I don't think. What we have over here is a Savage Orc boys. Orcs, 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 orcs. That'll work. Let's take off 2 of these guys and throw in stone trolls, perhaps? They're a bit expensive. Black Orc count. I don't think he actually gets Black Orc. Yeah, no, it's just for normals. Just for the normies. Oglock is pretty horrible. Drop in a bunch of normal orcs then. That'll do. Just overwhelm them with a horde of boys. We'll go for the Camp Ruckus down at Karakate Peaks and wait for the onslaught of rats as they try to take it back. Karakate Peaks is something that Moors likes quite a bit, so upgrade our outpost for 4,000. I just think this would be a bit silly. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Greenskin District now. That way we're not worrying about it later on. We'll get the Camp Ruckus back going in Blood River Valley as well.
I hear ya.
I don't think anyone wanted to
Soon.
but the pirates will give me a new mission. Down in Caracas. Go for Scory Grundadrak. They've got an outpost going in at Myrmidons pretty shortly. They did manage to actually fight off the ogres somehow there, so happy to give them a bit of help. Plus, we'll get some new gunpowder units pretty soon. That is the idea. And turn. Alright, Varenka Hills has been hit by Jurgen Schreiber. Schreiber? Listen, fool. No one was even hiding out in the Varenka Hills, but you can have them. It'll be back. They just wanted to take my money. All 30 coins of it. We've got the stone armor now. Of course it's heavy. Too heavy. Save it for the biggins. We got 10% more armor and weapon strength for giant and rogue idol units as soon as we actually have some of those. More choppers. More recruit rank and more recruitment cost reduction for melee infantry, which is great after you start recruiting them in. Sword of Cain rests. Previous champion has been slain.
Wurzzag
How unfortunate for them. Looks like Balthazar is going to go south. I'm not actually all that concerned with his army. I'm going to move up north. Get Jurgen here. He's going to likely retreat.
Kill the geeks.
And then we'll go after Krasakrak after. They will be recruiting up another army to defend it pretty quickly. Sorry, Jurgen. Your choice to attack our settlement has been a poor one. Oh, half of our works fall. Such is the way. We'll go ahead and beat him up. Have ourselves a golden order barbecue.
Great profit.
That's a great profit. I'm thinking we'll go into March stance. Let's bring Larry out just to scout.
The boys are restless.
Problem. Keep you moving on up. Continue to scout. Starsnick is going to attack Krasakrak. That sounds great to me. Give you a bit more elusiveness. He's got the greasy war paint now.
The great saber.
March stance. Should be still our territory, so we should replenish all the way in.
I'm off.
Unless they try any 40 chess plays here and take the Varenka Hills from us, stopping our regeneration. Better arrowheads would give us a bit more missile strength for all of our missile infantry units. This is probably the best one to go for here. Stronger autas. Orc or stranger danger. We need all of them done to get up to the scrap compactor. So I think it's a good idea to come back and go for the archers, make them a bit stronger. Gobos and night gobos, we can make them pretty strong. We just need to use some gold for it. Scrap upgrades for goblins, goblin archers, pump wagons. This would allow us for the night goblins. Okay. Let's go for better arrowheads. We'll just kind of go down the line. These are just one turn apiece, and we have all of the extra scrap for it. To get the boys good and upgraded. We can do lots of repairing. I don't think we want to. Keep breaking my stuff. That's 121. We'll go for it. And Bracknick. I'm actually very surprised they didn't choose to reclaim Barakar from us. Go ahead and repair these as well, since there's no one really all that dangerous nearby. For the time being. Balthazar.
I refuse.
I don't think he's going to do anything but come after Black Crag, though. Fred, you're good and replenished up. Do we move inwards? The Beast Slayers. All orcs like to Avico. Not useful for us right now. So we don't actually get any landmark for Odin Kara Gate Peaks. That's just Skarsnik, is it? A wee bit sad. Let's go for the walls, and then we'll go for the Raiden stashes. Just to make sure we're making all the money we can. Allows us to zoom around in this province a bit better. I am going to stay out front of Kara Gate Peaks, but we're going to try and ambush. We'll try to ambush the rats. See if we can manage. So they're going to go past us. I don't really mind that. Let's take the opportunity to go after the Crooked Fang Fort. If there's any hiding inside here, we'll pull back, but otherwise we claim another capital from them. I mean, just Typhus Rat inside the walls? Auto-resolve is going to be a bit unkind to us. How many summons minutes are we going to get? 6. Let's have another battle then. We've got the rogue. I'll chuck some rocks at him. as he loses his hit points, he'll start dropping rocks off. Real neat. Get cumbersome. This is a huge unit. This will be fun. Let's continue the siege. How much scrap? We have 86. We probably need that for our
Choppers out.
upgrades. But let's grab one of these biggins. And we'll give them the idol of Gork on 2. Make sure that they can make it into the front lines pretty safely.
Ha!
And
Violence!
battle. Let's get them. Alright then. Where do we attack from? I think we're going to hit a dual strike on these two. Same as we have been doing with Gorok. Let's go for you two Savage Orcs up front. Really, you can only have one attacking this front position here. It's so pillboxy. So you know what? Let's change the strategy a little bit here. Still the explosive damage towers, which is going to be really bad. Leave one of them here. I think we're switching the strategy one more time then. Orc boys. Set up. They've got missile resistance. It's not missile proof, but it's almost. It's as close to as you can get. I will have the biggins with clubs. Oh, one of them coming behind this group, and one of them trolls hitting the gates. Both sides there. Rogue Idol, who is absolutely massive. Not quite Dread Saurian level, but proper odd. Savage Orc boys, we'll set them up in the back, wait for us to take down those gates, and they'll just dive on in. The biggins with clubs. I am tempted to send around the other side. Let's do something a bit like this. We're gonna keep guys in reserve. But what we're actually going to do is send them around. They're not in any kind of reserve at all. Hopefully the Rogue Idol. I'm tempted to see how good his tower busting skills are going to be, so I'm going to use him to try to take down this fort tower here. Or maybe even this one as we dive on in. We'll see how these Skaven deploy. Trolls, and then Icky into Biggin. Send him up top. Get it started. Go ahead and bonk that tower. Up on top. Dive on in. You guys get up on top as well. We'll send the trolls. Everyone else back? How much damage is that? That's not worth it at all. Launch your rocks at the Skaven on the walls instead. How much damage are we getting? Oh, they're reflecting quite a bit. Our lord up front is not, though. Getting shot at by all of it. Has he got his feet? I think him as a wall trooper then. We'll get blasted apart. Alright, looks like this is where they're spawning in the first group of Menace Below. A bold strategy. And then they get sandwiched and destroyed. You're not getting that much damage, so let's go ahead and start taking out, not the Master Assassin, but maybe the Storm Vermin behind there. Didn't even see those guys until a bit too late. Boys being up on top of the walls. You're getting blasted apart. Time to send the boys in. These boys are round. All the way around. Wait, they're sub-spawning in. Rats behind the biggin. An interesting strategy. I'm gonna ask you boys to get up on top of the walls. On a trying to let the team inside the gates as the AI likes to do. Dive one in. Get yourself some more weapon damage. You're being hit with shuriken after shuriken there. Not what he would really like. Drag the lads on in. We didn't really need to. I thought that was a healing one. We popped it before really truly reading all that it actually had access to. If they're gonna let us inside the walls, we might as well start ripping them apart. He's real bogged down in rats now. Looking after friendly units, still trying to take down our big end there, which is an interesting strategy. We threw those gates? Perfect. Let's have you guys storm vermin there. Not a good call. Have them go after the storm vermin. And once the storm vermin are engaged in combat, we can send in the Graka mob to give them a real bad day. Through the gates here? No. They just let them in. Also struggling a bit here. Let's pull him on away. If we must. Storm vermin are pretty tough, but not against combined force like that. We continue to summon stuff on top of the rogue idol, so let's go ahead and just pull them on in. Into the fray. He had been really chucking rocks the entire time, so we're just going to send him after the Plague Priest there. Ooh, good damage.
Moving fast! Run, boys! Smash him!
You go on top. Interesting. They're all through. Break in.
Go!
He's very tired. So let's see if we can actually take him down. Yes, we're a bit injured. Wah time. I'm sure that's been sitting there for a while. Well, they don't shout that it's wah time. I don't know that it is. Have to get in there and smash him up proper good. A lot of those storm vermin. Dropping their melee attack. A very abysmal amount, especially with the Savage Orc's clubs ripping them apart. That wasn't very long it took to tear them down. Interesting. I'm back. Took a lot of damage from those Night Runners there. Line one in. We've got a bunch of orcs that need some actual orders there. Our poor lord got absolutely devastated. We probably could have seen that coming had we been paying attention. Focus these clan rats with shields here up front. Our lord's gonna flee on away and probably get taken out by shurikens as he goes. Good news is we are defeating them on the bottom portion of the map here.
Shifty! Moving fast! Smash him! Here we go! Crush him!
Stop them.
Ready to bash!
Ready to bash. Gotta give it to them. For how terrible their stats are, the rats always do manage to hold the line pretty well. I am thinking difficulty is giving them a lot of help, but yeah, they hold the line pretty well.
Run, boys!
Hold them all off to the side here.
Smash him! Biggins! Bring it! We have a great talk! Run, boys!
Go ahead and sit him in, capture different areas. He's just kind of running back and forth because he doesn't know where to really actually flee to. A bit amusing.
We're the green tide.
Run these clan rats here over, and we go straight through after them into the Night Runners as soon as they break. Yeah, that charge will break, but it didn't. Pretty impressed.
Ready. Whatever you say. Ready.
Hunts him down.
Smash him.
He did fair damage. He's probably going to have a ton of kills to his name by the end of this one.
Biggins. Run, boys. Choppers out. Moving fast.
Cavalry.
Ready.
Struggling a bit there.
Police want war. Police want war. Shifty.
There we go. All the plague priests are gone. Giving the rogue idol several attack orders he just doesn't follow up on, which is a bit unfortunate. Could have sent him after the assassin. That'd have been an easy win for him. Wall time.
Let's fight. Choppers out.
Push through into the Night Runners there.
Smash up. The war is
Golden
here.
Clubs go after the Master Assassin. We've got the big boy waddling on into combat now. Taking him a long time to arrive, though.
Shifty.
It did mention he is cumbersome. There's the win. Rats are willing to fight for so long. Poor Icky, though. Not a great first battle for himself. Alright, we managed to get our lads injured quite a bit there fighting against clan wars, but managed to claim the settlement, and most of our really important units survived. No problem. We are going to go ahead and just claim this as is. No reason to sack Fang Force. This gets rid of Clan Moore's initial capital now. He's riding around on a war boar, which is fantastic. Now we just have to start pressing him back into the mountains themselves. We've got most of the capital settlements under our control, which is awesome. This is going to be our military operation zone. Then we're going to go get rid of the building for normal war boys. We'll leave in the fight pit, though, as that allows us to actually get access to the forest goblins through
Crush them all.
the global. Icky, we're gonna go for Inspiring Presence and Blade Master. And it's probably a good idea to start making his Savage Orcs. We're gonna go for Inspiring Presence and then Ward Save for all Savage Orc units. Because, yes please, up to causes terror.
The tribes
Urska
ready.
will give you the Slimy Shanks for a bit more hit points and a fire resist. Dive her into a battle with some Iron Breakers, no problem. Perfect. Well, in one fell swoop here, we've taken many capitals. Fred's jumped himself into an ambush. Hopefully we can take down Balthazar as well. Our armies are finally starting to pick up some steam.
Here it comes.
I guess before we end the DL episode, let's bring Raktik up. If we send him off across the waters here to start threatening Batorka. It's, again, territory that we don't really want to claim for ourselves. We can take it. Well, actually, no, it's one we'll probably take
They'll see.
both of. Go ahead and jump over in the underway
Don't push me.
and start wreaking havoc.
Now's the time.
Oglock, I'm gonna bring you. Now you're just gonna stay where you're at. He's quite horrible. Let's give him some normal boys for the armor. And because they have a better upgrade for missile resistance than the Savage Orcs do. We'll get a whole heap of boys. And I think we'll also throw in Boar Boys there. Does he buff the Boar Boy Biggins or just the normal ones? Okay, so that goes to the Biggins. He just doesn't buff the Biggins normally. Oh, okay. Sure. Well, in order to get some anti-large, let's grab some Savage Orc Biggins. Our income is really bad. I love it. Alright, well, that's all the time we've got for today. I've been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub though. I'll see you on the next one.